What's up, my fellow creators? Welcome, guys. As always, I hope you're having a phenomenal day. Thank you so very much for joining me on this discussion, and for any of my other videos that you choose to watch. I just truly appreciate your energy and your time and your space, and allowing space for me. So, I had to tell you guys, it's so funny. I started a video, and as I was talking, I noticed that I had something on my tooth, and so I was cracking up because I was like, "Oh, nice. Let me do a video while I've got breakfast in my mouth, right?" Who hasn't been there? So, yeah, I wanted to bring up a topic with you guys today. This is actually going to be more like a question to ask yourself so you can help yourself find an answer. So this is in regards to, why do we stay in situations that no longer serve us, right? And I'm kind of been really on this topic of really honoring and asking yourself what it is that you can do to make sure and ensure that you're on your own path of purpose, and that you are in a space that is serving you to your highest good. Because when we invite others in that aren't serving us or don't have their best intentions for us, we can oftentimes set ourselves back. And it's okay. It's like, I don't want you guys to be like, "Oh, I'm always doing that. Like, I'm never going to get to my path of purpose." No, oftentimes what happens is we'll do this so that we can learn a valuable lesson. And there is value in that. There's value in inviting people into your life that might not be there for a long time. I think on one of my other videos, I was talking about how people can be here for a reason, a season, a lesson, a blessing, or a lifetime, whatever it is, right? So the point of this is to ask yourself, why do I invite these people into my life that I know are not serving my highest good? What am I getting out of it, right? And when you ask yourself this question, you allow yourself to be open to the answers that you might receive. And that could be from your higher self, that could be from source, that could be from your guides, that could be from your ancestors. The point is that if you don't first ask the question, you will not get a solution. And I think that's why a lot of people stay stuck in a situation or in a relationship or a circumstance that isn't serving them and that isn't bringing them to a space of love, right? Our ultimate goal here on earth, no matter what you choose to do, the ultimate goal to coming and living on earth is to bring unconditional love. And in order to experience unconditional love, we must first go through a period of trials, tribulations, sorrows, pains, heartbreaks, whatever it is, right? And, a lot of people have told me that I don't understand what it is that they've experienced. And I will always say, you're right, I don't, because I don't see the world from your point of view. I don't. I only see the world from my point of view. And in my point of view, I know how to experience and deal with and approach things that are suffering, that are pain, that are the illusion of disconnection. Okay. And that too also means dealing with those that are not serving our journey, that are not serving us on this journey, right? And it's not always easy because we love people. Part of being a human is to have connection with others. And when we don't have the connection that we thought we had, or we're not in a space of where we have the support that we're expecting, it's difficult because it puts us into a place of, what do I do? Do I keep on with this or do I leave it? And most times people will stay in the position where they're comfortable and they'll just keep dealing with it, because it's the thought of change oftentimes just turns people off to it. So just feeling like I have to change is something that somebody will be like, "Well, I don't want to." And I liken this to very opinionated people. I myself used to be very opinionated. I used to feel like I was always right and everybody else was always wrong. It's not like that. It's not. There is no black and white in life. Everything is in the gray area. Okay, it just is. There is, and so what ends up happening is when you get into this state of I am the way that I am and I'm never going to change, you don't allow yourself to open up to that change. And so this topic of asking why I have these people in my life will allow you to see things from a higher perspective. And really that's the goal. Like I said, our goal is to bring unconditional love, and unconditional love is the highest vibration that one can embody. And it's not easy. It's not easy to accept things that we don't like. It's not easy to say, okay, I still love you even though you broke my heart. It's not easy to say, I forgive you even though you tore me to shreds. You know, whatever it is, it's not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy, right? And so we find ourselves in a precarious position. When I asked myself this question, I did not like the answer that I got. I didn't. It was me. It was because I was dependent on other people's energy. It was because I was needing somebody else's approval. It was because I wanted to be accepted. It was because I felt like I was a nobody if people didn't see me in this light. If I leave these relationships that I've had my entire life, what are people going to say? People are going to say something regardless if you stay or if you go. You know, I've got this song about, should I stay or should I go now? Right? Like, that's that energy. Should you stay or should you go? Well, only you know. Was not intending to rhyme that, but okay, it worked. So, are you willing to be open? Because no matter where you are in life, no matter how old you are, no matter what you've been through, you are capable of opening yourself up. And really, in the scheme of things, that is what change is just opening yourself up to a higher way of thinking, right? Being willing to let go of what society says you should be. Be willing to let go of what society says to you. Be willing to let go of how society is going to judge you, because the only reason that these things exist is because everybody feels like there is a standard to be human. There is no standard. There's no standard. There's no cookie cutter belief that you need to fit into, because at the end of the day, there are as many perspectives as there are people who live on Earth, as there are creatures who live on Earth. Okay? Everybody experiences things differently from their eyes. And that's what's the best thing about being in this place. But until we embrace that as a collective, we're always going to be in this state of, what if they judge me? What if? What if they say this about me? What if they say that? What if they go and tell everybody this? You know what? Most times people talk because they don't want to acknowledge themselves. And at the end of the day, if you're doing what you love to do, and these people aren't encouraging of you, one day, okay, and I don't want you guys to get into this because I'm telling you this. I just want you to know that this is how it works. One day, when you're so focused on what it is that you're doing, when you're so into doing this thing because you just love it, when you're so focused on you and self-love and coming at yourself from a place of unconditional love and unconditional acceptance, right? Body, mind, and soul acceptance. You see yourself in the mirror and you say, God, I just love you. You do an action, you say, it's okay. It didn't turn out the way that we expected it to, and I love you because you tried. You see what I'm saying? Like, when you come from this place, one day the person who isn't serving you, or who is judging you, or who is saying things about you, or who's doing this to you, or who is basically making you the center of their universe because your light is so bright. Okay, and they're so concerned that you might outshine them. You're going to. You're going to, because those people who are judging you don't want to change, and they don't want you to change, and they want to put all their anxieties, all their fears, all their feelings of discontent on you. Okay, and that is where you have to find strength and courage and the bravery inside yourself to say, it's okay if I travel this less traveled road, because it means that there might be something that nobody's seen before. And when you see that, okay, riches is not money. I want you to understand this because everybody's on the law of attraction journey to get money. Money will come when you're happy. Money just kind of falls into your lap. It's just kind of it's an odd thing. It just happens that way. Okay. Like, I'm just going to tell you guys, it happens that way because you're not idolizing it anymore. You're seeing it as the tool that it is. And and there's no need to chase it. And so I would just want to point this out. Stop being on the law of attraction journey for money. Be on it so that you can actually live your dreams. And if you say, well, my dream is to have money. You know, when you were a kid, money didn't matter. Money meant nothing to you as a kid because you didn't know what it was, right? And as we grew older, then our parents told us what it was and they put their beliefs on us about it and everything. So that's what I want you to revert back to, that time before money had any significant meaning into your life. And if you took that dream and ran with it, what would happen? Are you brave enough to try that? No matter where you're at in your life. I don't care if you're 95. I don't care if you're 15. I don't care if you're 10. What is it in your life that makes you smile? What is it in your life that when you were a child just really drove you to do better? And that is the stuff that people will try to keep you from doing. They're always going to have something to say about it. They're always going to put onto you, oh, well, you can't do that. Oh, well, you shouldn't do that. And I've learned in this journey that the more people tell you no, or the more that people try to discourage you from the one thing that you don't want to share with them, but you happen to because you trust them, because they've been there for you a long time, or they've had that position in your life of respect, they will try to make you disown that in any way that they can. And it's usually harmful to you because it hurts, right? But what they don't see is that they're hurting themselves, because you can use that as fuel. You can use that to feed your journey. You can use that to move forward in life in a more concise way. So I want you guys to ask yourselves today, and maybe write it down or record yourself an answer. The point is take time to really be serious about this question and to give yourself time to answer it and ask, what am I gaining from the people who are not serving me on my journey? And then make a list of the people who you feel aren't serving on your journey. Remember, you're the only one that's seeing that list, so don't feel guilty about it. When I started journaling and I had to journal about some of the experiences that I had, I would always constantly look over my shoulder like, who's going to read? And I was by myself. I was alone. Okay, so I say this because I know that feeling of like, what are they going to think if this is what I'm saying about them? Like, they're going to be mad. Like, I don't think they've said anything about this, but you know your intuition is telling you for a reason. Okay, so don't feel guilty for writing it down. Don't feel guilty for saying what you say on your journal. I'm not saying to go out and tell this person to their face. Okay, like we'll get into that much later. We'll get into that much later. I'm saying do this for you. Because ultimately, on this journey, we're here for ourselves, to become ourselves so that we can encourage others to become their self. All right. And that's how we help the world. It's just by learning to be there and be the friend that we need in our lives, and learning to love ourselves the way that we know we deserve to be loved. And something magical happens along the way, and people see you and they're like, wow, I wish I had that. How did you get that? And that's where the cycle begins. All right. Thank you so very much for joining me for this Becky's Discussions. And until next time, I love you guys. Please like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Becky's out of the house for now, but until next time, peace out. I love you guys. Bye. Hi. What is going on here? Curioso. Coo. We got this, okay? We gonna get it through. And y'all here for a good time, right? Mm-hmm. No, no, no. I take back my kisses.